Hey everybody, David Guido here, personal development coach and trainer and speaker and author of the book, What If? 30 Days to Powerful New Perspective. You know, the longer that I'm blessed to do this kind of work, to coach people, to work with people, to help people develop, break through, the more that I study, the more that I do research so that I understand more, the more that I see and the more that I realize that that's lacking in self-worth, lacking in confidence and ability is pretty common. Most people have that. Now, some people have it in a lot of ways, in a lot of areas of their life, and they just don't feel like in any way that they can accomplish anything. They have no self-worth. Their self-image is not good. And for other people, they're pretty good. They're pretty confident. They're pretty secure, except maybe in one or two areas. And in those one or two areas, they don't feel like they can accomplish what they want. They don't feel like they're capable. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt unworthy? Have you ever felt incapable? Have you ever felt like you have this dream, you have this goal, but you can't get to it? You're not able. And there's a self-worth issue there. Do you feel that way now? You know, I can say with absolute certainty that most of the bad decisions that I've made in my life and all of the decisions that I should have made that I didn't make, they came from a place of horrible self-worth. In fact, for the longest time, most of my adult life, I didn't have any positive feelings about myself, any self-worth. I didn't feel like there was anything good about me. And I didn't feel like I was capable of anything. And what I discovered on this new journey that I've been on these last few years is that me, myself, and you, and everyone else has an amazing number of incredible, outstanding, and awesome qualities. Every single one of us has tons of qualities that enable us, if we recognize them, if we claim them, allow us to accomplish so much, allow us to achieve our dreams, reach our goals, accomplish what we want, fulfill our mission, fulfill our purpose, serve other people. We all have these. And what I've also learned is that when we write them out, just like the victory list, you know, we talked about last week in this space, writing out your victories, having that list to refer to because of the power and the energy that it gives you. And same thing here. If you write out your qualities and you review them regularly and you add to them as you discover more, you'll learn something new along your journey. You will be able to add qualities. If you do that, if you have that list, if you read that list, if you refer to it on a regular basis, that so much opens up. Your confidence explodes. Your belief system changes like that. And you have this incredible ability to achieve and to accomplish, to fulfill a mission, to fulfill a purpose. And so this week, what we're going to do is we're going to look at how do we develop that qualities list? What are some powerful questions that we can ask that enable us to complete or to create this qualities list? And then we're going to look at why. Why is that important? You know, there's some incredible, powerful shifts within us, in our mind, in our heart, when we have this qualities list. So we're going to look at those. What are those? What are some of those big benefits for, as a matter of fact? And then I'm going to read to you a sample list of some qualities, and you can Google lists of qualities. You can find lists to kind of jog your mind or trigger in your head additional things to write on your qualities list. But I'll read you a handful, and we'll take a look at those. And I can't stress enough that when you recognize and you claim these qualities that you have, every single one of us. I learned this way too late. So no matter where you're at, and you might be watching this and you're 18 years old, you might be watching this and you're 70 years old, I don't know. But wherever you're at, claim them, because you have them. Don't do what I did. Don't wait decades languishing in I'm worthless. I have nothing to offer. I have no qualities. I'm unworthy. I can't do what I want to do. Don't be there. Recognize them. Claim them. You will break through your limitations. You will break through your fears. You'll break through those feelings of self-worth and insecurity. So claim these, recognize them, admit them. They're yours. You were born with them. You were born with some of them, and you've learned additional along the way. And so we want to get this list done. So what are the 4 questions that we can ask? Well, the first question that we can ask to help develop our qualities list is what have I done well? So I want to give you a couple of examples that I've written out for me personally, that I've got from studying other people. It's not an all-inclusive list, so if this doesn't apply to you, that's okay, because you are going to find your incredible, immense, long list of incredible, outstanding qualities. But a couple of things. So do you keep calm in the midst of stressful situations when there's stuff happening all around you, right? Then claim level-headed as a quality, as an outstanding quality. Another one, do you draw well? Do you write well? Do you sing well? Do you play an instrument well? Then you need to be claiming creativity as one of your qualities. Here's another one. Do you see the beauty in a rainy day? You know, we all know people, when it's raining out, they act and they speak and they perform as if the world is about to end because it's raining. And then there's people, did I really just say raining? Raining. And then there's people who, a rainy day, they see the beauty in it. They see the need for the rain, right? Is that you? If that's you, then you claim optimism, or you claim optimistic as a quality. List any of them. Those are some of the highlights. Those are some of the ones that I jotted down in particular because they're powerful for me. But there's others that will be powerful for you. Get them written out. Add them to your qualities list. So the first question is, what do I do well? So that's number 1. Number 2, what am I good at? What have I accomplished in the past? And so you look back to your childhood, for example. You look back to an earlier time in your life where you were on a different path career-wise, potentially, or athletically. And so here's a couple. Have you volunteered in the past, right? If that's the case, then helpful is a quality that you can claim. Kind-hearted is a quality that you can claim, right? Did you get good grades when you were in school? Then intelligence is a quality. Hardworking may actually be a quality. You know, if you were a B student and you got all A's because you busted it. So B student, you can claim intelligence as one of your qualities. Anybody who tells you that you have to be an A student to claim intelligence or makes you feel that way is wrong. So if you're a B student, you can claim intelligence, but if you busted it, if you just went all out, if you took your effort to another level, and this actually could be anywhere, in any area of your life, if you achieved more than you thought or you originally achieved because of hard work, then you claim hardworking as one of your qualities, right? Okay, so that's another one. Have you ever been hurt by somebody? This is another one that I wrote down because it's really important for me. You know, I've been hurt by a lot of people. And for a long time, I didn't forgive them. So I couldn't claim a forgiving heart, a forgiving person as a quality. Well, now I can, because I have forgiven a lot of people that have hurt me. Have you forgiven people that have hurt you in the past? If you have, then being forgiving is a quality. You want to claim that quality. So get these written down. Those are a couple of, again, ones that are pretty powerful for me personally, but there's plenty of others. So that's the second question. What have you been good at in the past? What have you accomplished? Okay. The third question, and this is something you take to other people. So what have other people said about you? So go out to other people and say, hey, you know what? What do you see in me? What are some good things you see in me? What are some qualities? Use the word qualities. What do you think are my best qualities? What do you think are some of the things that are good about me, that are outstanding, that I could rely on to get to that next level? So here's what I found when I asked that question. People have referred to me as kind and as friendly, as funny. So I was able to claim those qualities. They're on my list. You know, kind and funny and friendly. I've been called honest, which is a recent phenomenon, because in my past life, before I started this journey, honest wasn't a quality that I can claim. And that's an important lesson, a side note. Just because something's not a quality today doesn't mean it can't be a quality tomorrow. See, 10 years ago, if I was writing out my list of qualities, I couldn't put honesty on there. And if you're reasonably honest, you can't put honesty on there. Sorry. That's kind of cold, that's kind of harsh. But you've heard me ask this question before in other blogs. Would you marry somebody who's reasonably honest? Would you trust your business books to an accountant who is reasonably honest? No. I can claim honesty now, and if there's something you would like to claim later down the road, you can do it. Okay? So that's another one that I claim that I was told about. Trustworthy, reliable. A couple of other things that when I went out to people and said, what would you say are my qualities? That's what they told me. You need to do the same thing so that you can develop a list that in part has these things on it from other people. So the fourth question is, what do you do now for other people? Probably the best way to put it. What do you do for other people? How have you helped someone? So again, calling from my list, do you sympathize with people? I sympathize in situations that break my heart, that make me sad. So sympathetic is a great quality. It's on my list. Put it on yours if that fits you. That's number one. Are you respectful? If so, claim that. Do you make things easier for others? Then helpful is a quality that you want to write down. That's a place where kind or kind-hearted could also show up on your qualities list. So that's what you want to do. You want to ask, okay, what have I done? Here's another one that's not on here, but have you served somebody? Have you served somebody so that they get to another level, they get better at something, right? So then you would be able to claim leadership, right? Have you led people to a better place? You know, that's another one of those qualities that you could claim if you've done that. If you've put other people first by serving them, you could claim unselfish as a quality. How cool is that? If that's who you are, lean on that, claim that, recognize that. It's awesome, right? And if it doesn't fit you today, we've already talked about any of these can be added to your list down the road, in a day, in a week, in a month, right? Let's see. I'm looking at my list. Compassionate, encouraging. If you're inspiring people, inspirational. So those are some of the ones that, what have you done for other people? How have you helped other people? And if you're sitting there saying, well, I really haven't done a lot, I really haven't helped anybody, I would say two things about that. Number one, that's probably not true. You probably have helped people. You've probably made a difference in more than one person's life, number one. Number two, if there's more you'd like to do, or you feel like you need to get better at it, then do it. Get better at it. Add to your qualities list when you do. So those are the 4 questions that you want to ask to help kickstart that list. What do you do well now? What have you done well in the past? What accomplishments have you had in the past? Ask other people what they see as your greatest qualities. And then number 4, what do you do for others? How have you served people? How have you helped somebody? How have you taken them to the next level, the leadership, and those kind of qualities? That's where you get the list kickstarted from. Why do you want to do that? Why are we so concentrated or focused? And why do we want you to concentrate on these qualities? 4 major benefits. Number 1, your self-worth grows. Think about it. If you're struggling in an area with your self-worth, your self-image, your self-respect, if you don't feel like you're capable, and now all of a sudden you've got this powerful, lengthy list of incredible qualities, what's that going to do for your self-worth? Of course it's going to take it to the next level, because you're recognizing and claiming how awesome you are. So that's number one. Your self-worth is going to grow. Number two, your relationships are going to get stronger. Look, if you're like me, you've ruined relationships or had strained relationships, or you have relationships that are not where you want them to be because your own issues or challenges with your belief in yourself and your self-image and your self-worth got in the way. That happened to me more times than I would care to even talk about or remember, but it happened a lot. And what I've found is, as I've claimed these qualities, as I've believed in myself and understood what I'm good at, understood what I bring to the table for other people and for myself and for my mission, because I wrote out my qualities list, because I review it, because I add to it, it gave me the confidence and the peace to be myself and to know that I bring something to the table for the other person that strengthens and deepens relationships. So that's the second benefit. Third benefit is it just makes you more productive. How many times have you said, boy, you know what? If I got those couple of things done, I'd feel so productive. I'd be so productive. My boss would think I was productive. My family would think I was productive. But you don't do it because you stop yourself by going, no, I'm not capable. I'm not worthy. And when you have your qualities list and you know how worthy you are and how capable you are and how awesome you are because you got these qualities, now you're going to go for it. You're going to bang it out. You're going to be more productive. That's number three. And the fourth benefit is your overall happiness, your peace, your joy, your energy, your excitement. Think about it. Think about when you're in those moments, whether it's widespread, because I know some people do suffer with that and have that challenge. Whether it's widespread or whether it's one or two things that you're struggling with in terms of self-worth and self-image and capability and all that. Either way, when you're struggling with it, does it make you happier? Like, are you like, yeah, I don't feel good about me. That's awesome. No. Your happiness and your peace and your joy and your energy and your excitement drop when you're in those moments. But if you're looking at a list of qualities you've recognized, you've admitted, you've claimed for yourself, what's that going to do for all of those things? From your happiness to your energy, to your excitement, to your peace, to your joy, all of that, right? So those are the four main reasons that we want to do that. So get started. I'm going to read you some qualities. Get started right now. Ask yourself those four questions. What do I do well? What have I done well in the past? What have I accomplished in the past? What do people think about me? What do people believe are my qualities? What do I do well now? How do I help people? If I've helped someone recently, why? What qualities does that bring out in me? Get that list started, because if you get that list started, your self-worth is going to grow, your relationships are going to strengthen, they're going to deepen, you're going to be more productive, and you're going to have more energy and more peace and more joy and more excitement and all that stuff. So get started. And here's a couple of things. I'm going to read you a couple. Accepting, accommodating, appreciative, articulate, assertive, attentive, authentic, balanced, candid, careful, competent, courageous, diplomatic, discreet, easygoing, educated, effective, encouraging, enthusiastic, flexible, forgiving. We talked about that. Graceful, hardworking, intuitive, intelligent, insightful, and on and on and on and on. Claim those qualities. So get started now. Claim them. Watch your self-worth grow. Watch your relationships strengthen. Watch them deepen. Watch your productivity explode, your happiness, your peace, your joy, your energy, your excitement go through the roof. Because at the end of the day, you deserve it. Because at the end of the day, no matter where you're at, you need to know, as I have discovered, that I was wrong for decades when I believed I had nothing to offer, when my self-worth was at the bottom of the barrel and I felt like I didn't have anything to offer anybody. I was wrong. and you don't want to be there, whether it's a couple of things that you're struggling with or whether this is a bigger, wider problem, you need to know that you are phenomenal. You're awesome. You have a ton of qualities. Get started. Ask those 4 questions. Get them written down so that you can live the so good life. So thank you so much for watching, for listening, for reading down below. I am so grateful. I am so appreciative. I'm honored and blessed. The comments that I get, the feedback that I get, the stories that people share with me, that in part helped me write all this and share this with you are amazing, are awesome. And so I encourage you to share this with people. You know, if you know there's somebody who's struggling with their self-worth, their self-image, and you know that asking these questions and journaling and writing out their qualities and reviewing them and then adding to them are going to help them in those 4 areas. If you know people like that, share this with them. Let's impact people together. Let's make a difference. So until the next time, go out there every day. Discover something new. Learn something every day. Reach for your dreams. Go for it so that you can. When anybody asks at any time, you can answer, hey, how's it going? Me? It is so good.